Muted? No, we're not muted. Got a red bar on the internet monitoring, no drop frames. Oh my god, my eyes are itchy. I only just started, my eyes are so itchy. My goodness. Holy cow, what a start to practice. Whew. Granted, I've been practicing for a little bit. I've been working on ironing out my low register this morning already. It's been quite nice. Just doing some chromatics around the low pedal stuff where I do a register break, so an exercise such as, should actually posture. Etc., etc., all the way down to a I do it down to the octave, so yo Vex, thank you. Why does this not show up in chat? That's not great. It's on here. Find active. It should be doing. Well, dang. I hope YouTube chat is gonna work today. This has just been a terrible morning. My Firefox broke. Apparently. Activate. Can we activate, please? Here we go. Okay. Sorry about that. It took me longer than I wanted to do to even be able to pull up a browser this morning, so. And now chat's not working. I apologize, but good to see you, Vex. How are things? How's the instrument? How was your lesson, right? You had a lesson. Hopefully added a few new notes to the repertoire. To the old toolbox of notes. Don't usually do chromatics starting on a B flat. That was a little funky. What's up, Vanks, yo, dude? Hello to you as well. Hope y'all having a good Thursday. Thursday before holiday for those in the U.S. For the record, Professor. Woot woot to you too, my friend. I was given some music sheets for practicing at home. Yo, that's awesome. Oh yeah. All 32 cents. I think over the last I was looking at my Twitch like earnings, and I think I'm, you know what, we can check in real time. I think it's literally like $1.08 over the past like whatever 30 days or so. No, sorry, just 81 cents. Yeah. Plenty of pennies coming over, and I am very grateful. Thank you so much. Guardian, Adobe Firefly, and Geico. Is Firefly their AI bullshit? That's disappointing. Yo, what's up? What's up, Mdor? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. These nice companies sending their beautiful coppers to my coffers. Well, only once I hit. See, that's the problem. Is you only get the payouts once you reach like $50, and I'm making like 81 cents a month. So, we'll see if they ever actually hit my coffers. Oh man. Let's see. Let's get started, shall we? Beautiful to see you all. Hope you're doing well. Having a great week. A lot of it's copied from some kind of a book about learning French horn. I wonder what book. There's quite a few that it could be. There's a Farkas book, The Art of French Horn Playing, or also The Art of Brass Playing, also by Philip Farkas, I think is really good. I started on, it was a Standard of Excellence, I think is what it was called. It was like a red book, and then the second level I think was a blue book, third level was a green book, something like that. I remember that one being like okay, although it's not really like horn specific. It's really just kind of like general for music, like different instruments, and it's not really, your mileage may vary. I don't know what other like beginner books there would be, unless it's like an etude book, like a Coproche. If you're using etudes, something like the Coproche book, Maxime Alphonse, something like that. Got lessons 3 to 9. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that's one I'm familiar with. But hey, that's awesome. Like, it doesn't have to be, as long as it's good and it gets you playing and it gets you improving. That's all that matters. There's more than one way to skin the old horn, I was out of bed before or around 7:30 today. Good job, Professor. That sounds like a good time to get out of bed. Honestly, I long for the days where I used to be able to sleep in past 7 o'clock. Even on weekends, my alarm goes off at 6:45, and I'm tooting before the sun. Well, the sun comes up pretty early now, but you know what I mean. Lesson 3 introduces tide notes. Oh, fun. Tide notes and lip slurs and everything is a lot of fun. That is a lot of fun. And trying to think if there's anything that I've got that's like new player focused that might be accessible. I think everything I kind of have at this point is like intermediate and up. Just to share some stuff. Although the Coproche is beginner friendly, and it's progressive etudes, so they do get harder as you go and play through. I can't recommend Coproche enough for me personally, which is why we're going to do number 18, because 18 has been a good one. The Coproche a day does keep the stink away. According to Denise Tryon. And I believe her. I trust. Because she knows what she's talking about. That's for dang sure. I also got the Hymn to Joy and the Green Meadow Waltz. Those are some good ones. Hell yeah, got a lot of fun stuff to at least prepare to practice, or to try and practice on your natural horn before you get a real one. What, next week? It's like early next week, middle of next week. You'll be ahead of the curve. Practice is like 90% mental anyways. The actual, tooting around, 10% of practice. It's up here, and it's mindset. Kind of. Don't think about it too hard. Honestly, not too bad. Especially for a first attempt. I have 8 beginner's books within an arm's reach. Holy moly. Do you have any for horn? It's Wednesday. Ooh, it's a Wednesday. That's so exciting. I remember when I first got my horn. You couldn't keep me off the dang thing. For 5 different instruments. We should have like 3 more books for 2 or 3 instruments upstairs. Dude. That's so crazy. What a wealth of like what a musical library at your disposal. That's so cool. I just got sheet music scattered around everywhere. It's not even like not organized. Half of it I don't even ever play. Don't have one for a horn. Well, maybe you should get one. Maybe you should get a horn. You know, just casually buy a French horn, as one does nowadays in this, the year of our Lord 2026. Who doesn't have excess wealth lying around to just buy a French horn? Anyways, it's neither here nor there. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I do like that, actually. I kind of like where that's at. Maybe we should do a different co-crush. Maybe one that I haven't done, that I'm not quite as familiar with. Like 19, maybe? Just the next one? Yesterday I kept messing up breathing only at the breathing sign. That's tough to, build up the muscle memory for, though, because it's not, especially if you're not used to playing a wind instrument, it's not breathing like you have been doing from birth, right? So it is very much something to have to train, and I struggle with it. I know my breathing is probably one of the weaker parts of my playing. And what I really should do is take some time out of some of my practice and go through like breathing gym exercises. There's a good video series on YouTube from Dr. Brian Shook, I believe is his name. And he does a demonstration, a trumpet professor. And he does a demonstration of various breathing gym sort of exercises, stretches, inhales, exhales, like all sorts of stuff. So it is very much a thing to be trained. It's not natural. And especially if you're running out of air because you don't have, like, you have to take a breath where you need to, or else, you pass out. But like being able to have an adequate tank of air, we'll say, and then utilize it efficiently so that you can get to the next breath mark. It's tricky. It's very, it's not natural. Do I use 1, 2, or 3 fingering for A? So if I'm doing, I very rarely use just 3 on its own. I find where I use 3 the most is when I'm playing down low for E below the B flat. So like, it just tempers that low one a little bit better because I tend to be very sharp down there. Otherwise, I don't usually use. Sometimes I'll do trigger 3 for a D, like I do that coming up to in Heldenleben to the high D there. When I'm doing Mozart 3, I use trigger 3, trigger exclusively for this just because it's an arpeggio going quickly up and down. And I do 1 for B flat, open for Fs, and then 3 for Ds. And so, something like that. So that's just for me. I find in general, if I'm playing like an A on the staff, just comfortable. And especially in context, like in a vacuum, I think 3 is tempered a little bit nicer, but using 3 in context with going up and down scales or patterns or anything, I find to be a little clunky. But I grew up playing it 1 and 2, so it might just be the muscle memory from how I learned it. I don't think there's a wrong way to do it. Teaching to use 3 instead of 1, 2 seems a little strange to me, but that's not for me to say. I'm just a random dude tooting my own horn, so sorry, I didn't mean to miss your messages, Professor. If I had the dollars, I probably could order one from Amazon here on Saturday or Monday. I have the scale down within 30 minutes. Probably. I bet you could. I'm just planting a seed, just, and then next 6 months, 8 months, 2 years down the road, you'd be like, dang, French horn would be really cool to have. I'm just saying. A beginner's pamphlet for Fife. Yo, holy cow. That's a bit of a deep cut there. Breathing is paramount, and it doesn't seem like they taught it at my sister's school, at my daughter's school this year. Excuse me. Yeah, they didn't really do a good when I was learning instruments. Everyone always was telling like air and use air, and like breathe deeply, breathe all together. And it was just, but there was never like an exercise for like, okay, well, how do you know that you've filled up? And all the kids are doing, right? Like, that's not how you breathe. That's not a full tank of air. Like, you have to establish proper breathing techniques and muscle memory, especially early on, because that's going to be a habit that you keep, until you fix it. What's up, Henry? Good to see you. We're talking breathing and air at the moment. Gonna work on. You know what? We've done our Cope Rush. I want to play some excerpts. We've been skimping on the excerpts a little bit. I want to start with Sostakovich 5 because I feel like that one's gonna be a good one today. At least my Ode to Joy sounded better yesterday than a week ago. That's perfect. You're right on schedule. Improvement over yourself previously is like honestly the only kind of comparison that I allow myself to do nowadays, because I'm hard enough on myself when comparing myself to myself. I cannot like compare myself to anyone else, my classmates, my professor, especially not the people that I went to school with 15 years ago who are at various stages in their own musical careers. Can't do it. Comparison is the thief of joy. But the way to progress is to compare objectively and reasonably against yourself from yesterday or prior week or what have you. At least that's kind of my philosophy on it. What is up, E? Good to see you, dude. How are you? Hope you're having a good good Thursday, good week. Happy Juneteenth Eve, everyone. So exciting. Anyone got any fun plans? Really want to come off of that B flat as you after quick crescendo. There were some two guys there playing there as well. Some other beginners. So you're having like a group class kind of thing. That's pretty cool. Scott Varley, what's going on, my friend? How are you? How are things? I don't know why. Yeah, stupid freaking Google or YouTube chat has been really bad about auto translating stuff, and I don't know. You know what? YouTube chat auto translate turn off. As a creator, YouTube Studio, click on here. We're gonna fix this. Studio, no. Studio content live. Click on the title of the stream. Customization, stream customization. Find the live chat. Customization. Translation. There it is. Now it is off. Oh, hell yeah. So now, presumably, assuming it works this way, it should be good in the future. Apologies. On the topic of air, I've always had the issue of having air trapped in me somehow. It's hard to explain, but I take my breath, have good breath support, play until I need to breathe, but I still need to exhale before a new inhale. I have the same thing. I do, so I always have an extra reserve that has to be expelled even when like not, you know, if there's still some, it has to leave before I can take out more. Take on more. I relate to that, and I don't know if I have found a solution or anything like that, but I do have the same sort of thing. You have to empty the tank fully before you can take on a full tank, or at least that's kind of how I think I do as well. More advanced students. Oh, okay. Listen to them playing together. Well, that's really cool. That's really awesome. And now we got all kinds of Portuguese and Vinter, which Vinter, I mean that's just a dude's name. Gilbert Vinter, if I can find my copy, he did we're just talking a little Hunter's Moon, that's all. You know, I can't resist chance to call out Hunter's Moon. Yo, Squab, what's up, dude? There's never an apology necessary. I'm glad you're here. My phone fell down the toilet. Well, that does suck. But I'm happy to see you. How are things besides putting your phone in the toilet? If you do that, I can't comment in Portuguese and you won't understand. Oh, way to go, Professor. Now I'm trying to remember. It's only when I play trumpet or everything. Now that you've met, like, I haven't thought about it in some time. This like, fully empty the tank before taking on a new breath. But I want to, because I think what also I have been doing, and this might be some breathing gym stuff, is there was one where it's you exhale, but then you completely empty the tank in an exhalation exercise. And I think from that you kind of get used to, as you're playing, you use your air more efficiently, maybe more completely for the phrase that you're doing. And it also gets you used to just taking a full deep breath in, regardless of where you're, like, maybe look into some breathing gym stuff. I think that might, because I'm going to keep notice for if I do that now, because I haven't thought about it in a long time. And I might sort of not do it anymore. But I don't know. The thing they were playing was supposed to end up on a perfect fifth, and they kept messing it up. Oh no! I mean, a fifth should be that hard to have, unless they were forgetting fingerings. But like tempering, it's just got to be like, you know, it has to be in tune. But presumably that should be in tune and on time. If you nail those, you'll have a job, is what I've been told. Maybe I can't do it yet. I forget how I play these. That's probably it. Excuse me, my goodness. I'm so like, whew. It was out of tune, so it sounded like more like a half sharp tritone. Well, then, like, that seems like an easy fix. You temper the note, play it a different fingering, make it like, you know, pull your hand out of the thing a little bit, lip it up. Like, you gotta force it into tune. If it's not, pull out a slide if you need to, or push in a slide if you need to. Which, of course, is me just saying, just play in tune forehead, but like, you know, I understand. It's not the easiest thing to do. Jeez. Cheese and crackers. My daughter said you have a weird looking French horn. What? Excuse me, Professor's daughter. This is a perfectly normal, I might say an above average looking French horn. I think it's a beautiful instrument. I take issue. Even if it looks weird, it's still gonna sound right. Probably. Sometimes. Ooh, you know what excerpt is just so much fun to play? Just so much fun. And honestly has a good chance of being on an audition list. Let me double check. I check like a few times every day. Nope, still no audition requirements posted, which is really, really frustrating because that means now at this point, if they're gonna like announce it a month out, in a month I'm gonna be getting ready for like school. If they wait a month and then go, and then I'm gonna be like in school trying to prepare up a professional audition. They're running into the start of the season too. I think it starts up in the fall. Like, what the hell? Yours looks cooler, Vex. Well, yours looks different. That's for dang sure. I guess cooler is in the eye of the beholder. Not to say that it's not cool, but I'm certainly biased towards my own. You know, as it goes. Let's play some Heldenleben. I haven't really worked this in a minute. I just kind of play it. Honestly, that sounds pretty good. I'm kind of happy with that. Ah! Punch my microphone. We will forgive her. She's a flautist. Well, my mother was a flautist, so you know what? I think we can overlook that. This time only. Made mine from watering tubes or something. Oh no, the DIY horn and the aluminum can bell or whatever it is. Like, it looks really cool for being a DIY horn. I just think they're, I like mine. And plus, wait till next Wednesday when you get your own, and you certainly be proud of the one that you made. Full stop. But like, it's a little different playing on a, this one. That's all I'm saying. Just like how my DIY cabinets in my kitchen are not going to ever be like, what I could get at a store, because they're not square and they're not built right, which is a whole other thing, and I'm very frustrated and disheartened about it, but we don't need to get into that. And then you turn the page for the da 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 da. Eh. Oh my goodness. I have way too many pondies and few ways to use them. That's true. I do need to figure out something for anything for channel points. Appreciate the reminders, dude. I honestly just have not had time to contemplate quality of life stream things. It's like between like on my priority list, the stream itself, like doing it is up there, but like improving it is damn near the bottom, to be honest. Getting my kitchen done, yard work that has been neglected, obviously just practice. Yesterday I baked 2 loaves of bread. It was incredible, phenomenal, some of my best. And yeah, but I definitely know I need to. I'm thinking about like maybe a horn emote might be good to unlock with some pondies. I wonder if that could be fun. I just have to do it, you know. Something. I'm sure we can figure out something. If you got suggestions, anything to anything that you would want as a redemption for pondies, maybe a request a song. That could be a fun one. Or request a song on guitar, maybe. I think that would be I think people might like that. A lot of people ask for the guitar. I'm making a wind wave for the low whistle. Fun for the B3, right? That's really cool. So when you say wind way, like a path for it to flow outside post whistle, or like into the whistle? Like you press a key down and it weighs into the whistle or to escape the whistle. That's the pictures at an exhibition. Table d'une exposition. It's the part that makes sure the air goes in the correct direction to make the whistle sound. So it pre-whistle. I gotcha. That's really cool. Because you're gonna need one for like each different pathway, right? Like how the valves send it to the B or the E flat or the D crooks, as it were. Oh, I don't remember Freischütz. What do you do? Mahler 3? How do we feel about Mahler 3? 41 minutes into stream. I think we feel pretty good about Mahler 3. Gonna try and do it Mahler like in character. We'll see. Almost got the slur down to the F sharp and the E, the octave slur down to the E, and then everything. It's just a low G to E. So the pedals kind of screwed up, but and the high stuff. Obviously, the high stuff was not good. On the recording you heard, I made it sound without it by just pointing the air precisely with my mouth. Gotcha. So just directly aiming, but you want a mechanism to be able to direct it so that you don't have to, blow here for the thing, here for the other, and etc. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down, I think. That's really cool. I'm fascinated by this like ringlet in my ponytail. I don't think it usually curls like this. My hair's so weird. It's like straight as a board and sometimes gets really awesome curls when it's dirty and needs to be washed, for the record. It got very sweaty yesterday when mowing and definitely deserves a cleaning today. I'm gonna get a hair sword. A hair sword. You're gonna have to clue me in on what a sword for like whooshing? Clearly not, because then your hair wouldn't be longer. Or is it like a sword to like keep it in a little bow thing, like a pencil or a chopstick or something, or like a sword made out of hair. You're gonna grow your hair with the express purpose of like fashioning it into a blade. I mean, could happen, probably, somehow, with enough like epoxy resin and I don't even know. What are other good excerpts? I mean, oh, that was Helderman. I haven't done Mahler 1. Gotcha. Chopstick to shape like a sword. That is really cool. I've never tried the like pencil or chopstick in my hair thing. I might want to try that. Maybe. I've always been curious at how that actually like holds your hair up. Oh goodness, let's try Mahler 1. This one's it's had my number. Yes, I do have links blocked. But if you want to whisper to me, I'll allow it. Just in general, I don't like links to things unverified. You know, Dvorak 9. You know, I don't think I know Dvorak 9. It's not in. It's not a Lohorn. This is a book specifically of excerpts and methodology for Lohorn. So I don't know if Dvorak 9 has a particular low excerpt, but we will see. Haha! I am wrong. I am very wrong. Page 84. Never mind. Here we go. So, third movement scherzo, the fourth horn in E. Huh. Horn in E. Jeez. My E is very bad. We'll see. Because that's it's just a half step down, right? So why did they give me an A flat and a B natural? I don't even know if that's the right note. That's bass clef. That's a C. Oh no, that's just a S. I don't know if y'all heard someone's going crazy out there honking their car horn. Let me just make sure it's not at me for some reason. What the hell? Ah! It's a truck with a trailer trying to get somewhere, and there's another trailer stopped on the road trying to do work, and it's just no one knows how to clear the fucking lane when they're driving. Like, you can't just park in the road. You park in the road and you're obscuring traffic and you're being an asshole. And no one, like, I hate it. I hate traffic. I hate people driving. I hate people. Kind of full stop. Not y'all, though. Y'all are awesome. Dvorak's from my country. No way. No way. That's so cool. I actually don't know. It's not... Oh, I'm going to say something wrong and I'm going to insult people. Antonin Dvorak from Czech. He was Czech. Yup. I knew that. He frequently employed rhythms and other aspects of the folk music of Moravia, and his native Bohemia. Yes, I knew this. Thank goodness I'm just a pile of instruments. You sure are, dude. Thank the Lord for that. I could never hate y'all. Y'all are different. Like y'all are not people out large who park in the road on my street and who make me have to navigate bullshit traffic where it should just be a quiet residential street because they refuse to just not park in the easement. It's not even someone's yard, it's an easement. I just don't understand people, how they can be so oblivious and self-centered to the point where they have no concept or no care for how their actions impact others. And that could be applied to a whole lot of different things in this, the year of our Lord 2026 commentary, but we're not going to do that. I might have to look and listen to Dvorak a little bit more, Vex, to be able to play this particular excerpt, because it's not speaking to me at the moment, but we'll come back to that one maybe. What are some other good excerpts to do? There is... Oh, oh man. There's always Tchaikovsky. There is always Tchaikovsky. You know there's always Tchaikovsky. the second horn part, and then still got to find the first one. Yo, what's up? Don't mess up. And Water Gaming, how are ya? Sorry, I'm a bit late, so didn't attach the message. No, all good. Like I say, there's no apology for anything. I'm just glad y'all are here. And I do remember you. Don't mess up. How are ya? How are things? Working on a couple of excerpts that I haven't worked on in a little bit. Gotta find my other Tchaikovsky because I really want to play the first horn part of it. But in my mess over here, I might not be able to find it. Never mind, I found it. All good. Not too bad myself. How are you? I'm doing well as well. I appreciate you asking. The horn has been good. The house renovation has been less than, but I have a miter box now, so or a miter saw, so I'll be able to maybe square things up. Things have not been square, and that's been very frustrating to me. But we'll see. Luke's not online. Hey, you know that happens sometimes. I know Luke. He's been Small Dragonite on Twitch. He's come over a few times as well. So good to see y'all. Hell yeah. Yeah, that one's definitely better. Just because like all the notes in there, I hear them. I have the first horn in my ear, the second horn not so much. Yeah, and also he failed all of his exams. I don't think so. If I'm remembering right, I think he got like 23 or 24 on the physics and 16 in Hindi, 19 in Hindi, something. If I'm remembering correctly, is one of y'all came in and was talking about your exams and had passing scores, and I thought it was I could be misremembering. I probably am misremembering. But if you're trying to talk shit on your friend, I'm just saying, might have already beat you with the truth. Maybe. Etc., etc. That one being Don Juan. I talk about my finals every 5 weeks or so. Do you have finals every 5 weeks, Professor? Do you have Hindi finals? Because the one I'm remembering is definitely someone who came in who had a couple of results in, I think it was physics, maybe it was chemistry, and Hindi. Deluxy, what's up? What's my favorite Beatles song or album? I don't know enough of the albums to be able to say, and honestly, I don't. The Beatles aren't really my favorite. I do like. There are a few that I enjoy. I'd have to look up them, or look them up. Look up them. I'd have to look up them. No, I'd have to look up which ones that I actually like, but it's really not many. I don't know what it is, but they don't speak to me like they speak to so many other people, unfortunately. You know what? What is a good song that I enjoy? Are there any in my liked songs? And I don't think there are. I have a Silverstein cover of Help. That's the only thing that comes up. Is Help, the Beatles cover by Silverstein. Not a very glowing endorsement, unfortunately. Yeah, they're just not for me. Usually, and maybe I just haven't heard, because I think I've only heard like the big ones, like Yellow Submarine. I don't enjoy 8 Days a Week. I don't enjoy Hey Jude is fine. Um. Oh, Norwegian Wood. I listened to Norwegian Wood recently, and I remember because I listened to by the way, yesterday, the day before, I listened to all the music suggestions that were in my backlog. Vex, the Take a Chance, Take a Slice, excuse me, Take a Slice. I did listen to. Get to that in a minute. But Norwegian Wood, someone had recommended to me. It may have been you, Deluxy. I don't remember. But I remember that I watched some music theory video a long time ago about specifically Norwegian Wood and the fuck ass chord progressions that they use in that one, because it's so like jarring to my ear, and it's like over and 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 over again throughout the entire song, and I'm like, dude, I hate it. I sincerely hate Norwegian Wood. I don't know. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me for some reason. I can't do it. I don't enjoy it. I understand from a music theory, whatever. It's an odd chord progression, straight up, and it's unique. I just don't think it's good, which is just my personal taste, But no, I did not care for it, unfortunately. I gave it a good, an honest college try, but it's just like I can't do it. I will say I listened to Professor, the new Duthie Freyer album. The Too Much Is Not Enough, where I'm out and I want to go home is from, and that is an album. I will be listening to that one again this afternoon. There's some really good beats on there, and he's got he's got a deep voice, but some of them he goes low, like super low. I kind of want to see if I can do a horn transcription of some, because it's like it gets down there, and I really would like to be able to do that. Some of the songs, but yeah, it's not for everyone, and that's fine. And that's how I feel with it. I never try to yuck anyone's yum. It's just not like my personal taste. And I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that I enjoy that y'all wouldn't be as thrilled to hear over and over and over again like I would. But that's the beauty of this wonderful tapestry of humanity. We get to experience all different kinds of things, and everyone's experience is at least slightly different. I was going to say completely different, but not completely different always. But Anyways, that's a ramble for another day. I gotta find something to play. I gotta find something to work on. And honestly, it might be... We've done good on excerpts. Let's do a trumpet concerto. That's such a fun piece. It's just so much fun to play. It's in a decently easy range. It's just a good one. The Windway is not working. Oh no. Is there leakage? Is it not getting to the proper destination? What is the thing? Maybe we can help troubleshoot somehow. Probably not. Or I wouldn't be much help, I'm sure, but also I did miss, but it's finals week for you, Professor. Best of luck. Knocking on wood. I know you're gonna crush it, as you always do. Definitely want to know how it goes. Well, of course, but you know, officially once it's official. Keep me posted, my friend. Oh, excuse me. One thing to derail a concerto performance is starting to play the first few bars and getting a massive burp. Just for while I'm going through this, each like 3 beats of rest in between where I come in, I am exhaling and then taking in a full deep breath. So I still do that. I don't know if I have to, if that is an occurrence in like faster passages where I have to like, you know, a quicker breath. Gonna have to think about that. Not symmetrical, and it doesn't fit on the tube. Unfortunate. That might be a... hopefully it can be salvaged and sort of retrofitted. For me, like, I bring it all back up to the cabinets, but I found that mine are not square after assembling them, after building them and putting them up on the wall, so I have to take them down off the wall, disassemble them, and make sure use the miter saw to cut everything to the exact same length now and make sure that they are square. And so that's what I'm looking at, and that's very disheartening. Hopefully your fix, once you find one, is not quite as involved as that. Might as well change the page now with 9 measures of rest. Okay, so now I have to actually do this correctly. Wait, this is not even the right. That must be for the end. Huh. Almost played the second page of the third movement. Why is the Orange Mountain Dew Kickstart such an amazing morning drink? I would not have thought that it was. Why is that, Professor? Is it the egregious amounts of sugar, caffeine, or other? Or maybe just the orange reminds you of Sunny D. Could be. I'm just going to make a new one because it's easier. I could totally see that. But now you know. Now you got the know-how and the elbow grease. And hopefully it turns out better the second time. Knocking on wood, crossing my fingers for you. Even though no luck required. Obviously. You got this. I believe in you. True story. I should write that. I'm so guilty. I'm so bad of causing earthquakes here in my home studio. T1, T1, 2. Of figuring out fingerings to use for these things, not writing them down and then forgetting. So that's my bad. Got literally 100 empty soda cans waiting to be used, so it's fine. Oh, perfect. Excellent. Love to hear that you got the raw materials, because, like, seriously, that is, not to keep bringing it back to my own project, but what I found to be the most frustrating is whenever I have to make another, like, I figure out something that's wrong, and it turns out I have to go to the hardware store or to the, Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever to get something because I don't have it, just like a one thing. That's really frustrating. So I'm glad that that at least is not a problem for you, because that pisses me off to no degree. Ugh. All right, let's I don't know if I want to read more of this or just like play stuff. That's enough Haydn trumpet. What else can we do that we've been working on that kind of needs some work? Alto trombone needs some work. Specifically, anything other than the first movement. Tuba probably could use some work. Nocturno does not need some work. Cello sonata probably use some work. There it is. Alto trombone. Just to play through and have some fun. Yo, you found bone meal. Love that. Blood, bone, and feather is good stuff. I get, I have a lot of feather and I guess not blood or bone, but from my chicken, like waste wood shavings from their coop, when I scoop them out and put them in the compost, that stuff's gonna be so good. I can tell you. Boys in my class drink a lot of energy drinks, and I steal the cans they left behind. That's a great way to do it. That's a great way to do it. I know for myself, I cut out sodas and energy drinks long before sodas. And sodas are very, very seldom, very few and far between for me now. So yeah, it would take quite a bit for me to acquire and accumulate any sort of a significant pile of cannage, but I'm glad you have a good source. That's awesome. Repurpose, reuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, repurpose. I was looking for two pairs of pliers for a couple days, couldn't find them. Decided to buy a new pair. Cashier and I agreed I would probably find them when I got home, looked one last night, found them. Yep. That's how it goes. That's how it always goes. Every single time. You can't find something, you go purchase it, and then of course when you get home it's like, oh right, there's the thing that I have that I just now purchased. The real life hack is to buy it but save your receipt and then just go back next time you need to do something and return it, because now you have the other one that you have been looking for. Is what I would do if I was smart, but I'm not smart about it. Do you have a soda addiction, Professor? There's to each their own. For me personally, I always feel like phlegmy and like I'm coughing up and like like there's gunk in my throat every time I have a soda nowadays. That it's just like unpleasant. I don't like. I just don't like that feeling. Oh my god. This would need so much work. My goodness. Temporarily sealed the top and it sounds very clean. Well, that's very interesting. Could be onto something. I do try to drink more sparkling water than soda because I realized a big thing for me that I crave about is the bubbles and flavor. I do like a sparkling water. I do. I have a weak spot for sparkling water, but it's like the thing that first thing, all things in moderation, right? Including moderation. But yeah, I would definitely 10 times out of 10 do a sparkling water over an actual soda just because the sugar, man. There's so much sugar in everything. Like, why does there have to be so much sugar in everything? Maybe that's just me being 34, but yeah, just seems like a lot. I wouldn't drink as many energy drinks as I do if it wasn't for school, and I definitely get that too. I've been I've been there. Although I think it was more coffee, lots of just black tar coffee, not black tar, but black tar heroin is the what people think that r/accounting has had an infatuation with black tar heroin for some time as a joke. Anyways, neither here nor there. But I will say, don't discount. And this is like the most like probably annoying bit of feedback or something that someone could give, but like really don't discount a nice green tea, squeeze a lemon, bit of cream, dash of brown sugar. That's really good stuff. Now I want some. You know, the low note is good when you feel it in your body and it like resonates. Feel it deep in your bones. I love that. For me, I get like whenever I'm playing something super low and I can feel it like resonating here and then like, and I'm like, okay, this is full. This is good. This is, oh, love that feeling. Chimarrão, which is a Brazilian yerba mate. Ooh, that sounds yummy. I don't think I've ever had yerba mate, actually. I can't remember a time that I have. I'm usually like just a green or black tea. But I'm interested. Not opposed. Huh. Oh, I can feel my my chops are getting a little tired. I did start playing a little earlier than I normally do in anticipation of the stream, but I mostly just did low stuff. I feel like I shouldn't be this fatigued just from doing a little extra low horn warm-em-ups. That's how humans talk. That is a perfectly cromulent U.S. English human bit of speak. I love my family says I'm addicted to it when I'm not at all. And they ignore my soda addiction and praise my food addiction, gluttony, and compulsive eating habits. But God forbid you ever drink a drink brewed from a leaf. Can't do it, dude. Everyone knows this. I don't make the rules. It's just, it's just how things are. It's just not done. You know? Imagine yerba mate being the devil, and yet soda and soda et al. Are perfectly fine. Just goes to show. What's your favorite note? Oh my God. What is my favorite note? That's a great question. It might be a nice G below middle C. I think it would be a G. I don't think it would be G on the staff. Definitely not above the staff. The low G is pretty good. I don't know. Because some days those G's hit and they're very good. Like today, they're kind of locked in from that coprosh that we did. Other days, they're kind of a bane of my existence. So, I don't know that I have one single favorite note. A flat is also really good. Just for apropos of nothing at all, A flat is a really good note. Etc. Whew! Goodness gracious. Traversary, how are you, my friend? Excellent to see you. How are things? It's so hot here. It's 85. Brother, you sweet summer child. Yeah, 91. 91 here with 92 is the feels like. Where's the humidity? Is only 62%. So actually it's not bad, but thunderstorms this afternoon means it's going to jack up to 100. So yeah, not fun. Not fun deep in the throes of summer, such as we are. Not to mention 79.5 in my studio. And that's with the AC turned down to like 76. Ugh. B3 is your favorite note, Vex? I mean, it's a pretty good one. That's why it's the fundamental of your new instrument. That's pretty sweet. Was that a coincidence, or did you build it like that because B3 is such a good note? Because I could totally see it going both ways. It's a good note. It's a very good note. I have nothing against a good B3. Oh, man. There's a B3 for you. I don't even know if this cello sonata is going to work today. I don't know what's all going to work. I'm a little fatigued. Maybe we do the blues. Maybe we do the blues. The blues has been fun. Well, deciding between Bach and blues. Why not do both? Why not play Bach in a bluesy way? If only I knew what that meant. Excuse me. What does B4 sound like on a horn? B4 is something like that. There's actually the second movement of Strauss 1 goes into the key of B. It starts in B flat minor, E flat minor maybe, then it goes into B. Sorry, not B concert. It's relative B. So the F sharp, the relative F sharp is B concert, which is the fifth of relative, which is E, key of E. That's what it's E flat minor, and then it goes to E major. I think that's, yeah. B4 sounds very heroic and scary. I like that. I mean, I like that characterization. It's also the, what else uses a B4? Heldenleben, Tchaikovsky 4 intro. It's actually got an octave for a... You know, up to there. It's a very good, like, pop of a note, you know? Whew. Goodness gracious. That's not bad, actually. Yo, am I good? Am I getting good at the horn to where, like, no, I'm getting good at these pieces that I'm practicing, that I've been practicing for like a month and a half, for the record. I'm finally starting to learn these pieces, is what it is. And maybe we're getting a little better, but, you know, Occam's razor first, and then we'll be more self-aggrandizing, as is warranted. I know a couple of things that I haven't done today. Noodles. I haven't done my noodles. I skipped concert A in there. You know, whatever. I love doing those. Honestly, sometimes in my third practice in the afternoon, I'll be like, first off, I don't have a stand with my music in front of me usually because I'm out in the other room, and I'll be doing some other stuff, and I'll be like not focused. It's the end of 5 hours of playing time that day, and I'll just do those kind of on repeat. Those or chromatics. I'll do a lot of chromatics, especially the low ones to iron out the range. But I really, really like those exercises. There's also another expansion of it called a spider, where it's basically the thing, but instead of doing it da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-dum, you start in the middle and you go do 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 up and down. I've done it before. You'll probably know. that one. I kind of was doing variation 4 by memory, which honestly. Almost. New Windway is working better, although it's not finished. That's excellent. Now you're on the right track. That's huge. That's freaking awesome. So now soon you're going to have a functional, I guess, long, very, very long whistle that can produce a tone until you add the others, at which point you'll have a, very long whistle that can do what you want it to do. You're almost there. I mean, maybe. Almost being very subjective. But that's excellent progress. Still need to do the tuning piston before it's done so you can actually play B instead of the B flat. That's true. That's true. But, tweaking is fun. Not, what am I trying to say? The fine tuning, the finishing of it sounds like it would be fun. It's not going to be finished completely, but yeah, at least it works. Proof of concept, prototype works, and then you can always make it perfect. Make it exist first, make it perfect later. That's been my my mantra for some time. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to play anymore. We've got like 9 minutes. Yeah, that's kind of how you know the chops are going. They're kind of getting got. What else to do? What else to play? I haven't strictly done lip trills, but that would be a bad thing to do at the end of practice. Could run through a Mozart. We could run through. Here we go. That last B flat was not what I wanted it to be. The new wind way is flawless, completely. That's incredible. Hell yes. There you go. See, second time's the charm. That's all you needed. Little stick-to-itiveness, and by golly, we're gonna be all playing the concerto for vexophone by the end of 2026. I guarantee it. That was better. My chops are just dead. Gross. Gross. I can feel it. My chops are too tired for this. It's not gonna happen. Yo, Naranjan, what's up, dude? It has been a minute. How are ya? How are things? Hope you're having a good Thursday, good week. Whew, I'm tired. I'm tired, and I'll tell you what. My chops are about dead. I think that's gonna about be it for practice. I gotta go get lunch. I gotta go to the bathroom. Hate to pop out just as you arrive. I do apologize for that, but I think it is about time. Oh my goodness. But it has been a wonderful day of practice, as most days of practice are. Because the worst day of practice, let me tell you, worst day of practice beats the shit out of the best day of doing taxes. Send me a new recording. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the difference. Yeah, go ahead. Please do, and I will. I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can hear it. We shall see. Well, in any event, I think that is going to do it for me because I got a lot of shit to get done this afternoon too. So unfortunately, we're going to have to call it there. But we'll be back tomorrow for a nice Juneteenth bit of practice for all those who celebrate. Thank you so much. I feel a lot better than before, depending on when before was, but I do feel like I've improved quite a bit. I've been putting in the work, that's for sure. So it's nice to. I appreciate the validation sincerely. That's what I'm going for. Yes, and I will see y'all tomorrow for more practice. Hope y'all have a great rest of your Thursdays, or I guess Fridays, depending on where you are in the world. You know who you are. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. See ya.